Imagine you're 22 years old, no college degree, no connections, no money. You live in a tiny apartment and barely have enough cash to survive another month. Then one day, you discover a loophole. A loophole so powerful that within a few years, you're making more money in a single day than most people make in an entire lifetime. Private jets, mansions, luxury cars, mountains of cash, everything you've ever wanted. There's just one problem. To get rich, you have to scam thousands of innocent people. And somehow, you convince yourself that's okay. Today, you're not watching the story of the Wolf of Wall Street, you're becoming him. And the craziest part? At the beginning, you don't even think you're doing anything wrong. It's 1987, you're desperate, bills are piling up, your bank account looks pathetic. Then you get hired at a Wall Street brokerage firm. Finally, this is your chance. You imagine yourself becoming rich, maybe even a millionaire. Then, your first day arrives. You walk onto the trading floor. Phones are ringing, people are screaming. Millions of dollars are changing hands every minute. You watch stockbrokers making more money in a day than your parents make in months. And you become addicted instantly. Not to investing, to money. But before you can build your career, the market crashes. Thousands lose their jobs, including you. Most people would quit. You don't. Because you've already tasted what wealth looks like, and now you want more, no matter what. That's when you discover a tiny corner of Wall Street that nobody is paying attention to. A corner that will eventually make you hundreds of millions. After losing your job, you end up working at a small brokerage firm. The stocks they sell are different. Tiny companies, unknown businesses, worth almost nothing. They're called penny stocks. And something immediately catches your attention. The commissions are insane. A normal stock might earn you a few dollars, but these? You can earn thousands. Suddenly, a light bulb goes off. You don't need investors to make money, you just need buyers, any buyers. The quality of the company doesn't matter, the future doesn't matter, the fundamentals don't matter. You get paid the second someone buys. And that's when your mindset changes. Instead of asking, "What's a good investment?" you start asking, "How do I make someone buy?" That single question changes everything. You realize selling stocks isn't about finance, it's about psychology. People don't buy stocks, people buy dreams. You start your own brokerage firm, a tiny office, a handful of employees, nothing special. But your sales strategy is different, very different. You hire young, aggressive salespeople. Most know nothing about finance. You don't care. You teach them one thing: never let the customer hang up, ever. You create scripts, objections, responses, pressure tactics, psychological tricks. Soon the office feels less like a brokerage and more like a cult. Everyone is chasing money. Everyone is competing. Everyone wants to get rich, fast. And then something incredible happens. It starts working. Customers begin buying. Millions flow in. The office grows. More employees, more sales, more money. And every day, the machine becomes harder to stop. But here's where the real scam begins. Because selling stocks wasn't enough anymore. Now you wanted to control the price itself. Here's how it works. Imagine you secretly own millions of shares of a worthless company. Nobody wants them. Nobody even knows they exist. Then your sales team starts calling investors. Thousands of calls. Every day. They tell everyone the same story. This company is about to explode. This is the next big thing. This opportunity won't last. People start buying. More buyers arrive. Then more. Then even more. The stock price starts rising. Investors think they're getting rich, but they aren't. Because the rising price isn't caused by business success. It's caused by your sales team. Artificial demand. Fake excitement, manufactured hype. And once the stock reaches a high enough price, you sell your own shares. Millions of them. You cash out. The stock crashes. Investors lose everything. You keep the money. Then you repeat the process again, and again, and again. Each scam bigger than the last. At this point, you're insanely rich. But now a new problem appears. The FBI notices. The money becomes impossible to hide. Luxury yachts, sports cars, massive parties, private jets. Your lifestyle attracts attention. Regulators begin investigating. The FBI starts collecting evidence. Former employees begin talking. Paper trails appear. Bank records surface. And slowly, the empire starts cracking. You spend years believing you're untouchable, that you're smarter than everyone else, that you'll always stay ahead. Then reality arrives. Arrests, charges, trials, convictions. The machine that made you rich becomes the machine that destroys you. Everything you built starts collapsing. Not because the scam stopped working, because eventually, every scam runs out of new victims. Here's the uncomfortable truth. The Wolf of Wall Street scam wasn't powered by greed alone. It was powered by belief. Investors believed easy money was possible. Employees believed wealth justified everything. And you believed success would protect you from consequences. All three were wrong. The most dangerous scams don't begin with evil intentions. They begin with small compromises. One shortcut, one lie, one rationalization, repeated thousands of times, until an entire empire is built on deception. And then one day, it collapses. So if you enjoyed becoming the Wolf of Wall Street for the last 12 minutes, you'll love the next story. Because this wasn't the biggest financial scam ever. Not even close. There was a man who convinced thousands of people to hand him billions of dollars, using a scheme so simple, it still fools investors today. Hit subscribe, and I'll show you exactly how you pulled off the world's most famous Ponzi scheme.